From the beginning of time, humanity has looked up at the night sky in awe, wondering not only how the universe began, but also how it will end. Every star we see burning in the darkness, every planet that moves silently in its orbit, every galaxy drifting across the endless expanse, all of them are temporary. The universe, vast and seemingly eternal, carries within it the seed of its own conclusion. Just as every life is born, grows, and eventually dies, the cosmos itself follows a rhythm of creation, expansion, and eventual dissolution. But what does the end of the universe actually look like? Science offers multiple theories. Some imagine a fiery collapse where everything returns to a single point. Others envision a slow freezing where stars burn out and darkness spreads forever, while others speak of endless cycles of birth and rebirth. Beyond science, spiritual traditions suggest that the end of the universe is not merely physical, but deeply symbolic. A reminder that all things visible are destined to pass, while the invisible truth remains. To ask how the universe will end is really to ask, what is the destiny of existence itself? Are we moving towards silence, toward renewal, or towards something our minds cannot yet grasp? The end of the universe is not only a cosmic question, it is a mirror of our own mortality. Just as we wonder where the cosmos is going, we also wonder where we are going. Perhaps in understanding the fate of the universe, we also uncover hints about the fate of our own souls. Modern science has offered several fascinating possibilities about how the universe might meet its end. One of the most widely discussed is the Big Freeze. In this scenario, the universe continues to expand forever, stretching galaxies farther and farther apart. Over trillions of years, stars will burn out, new ones will no longer be born, and the cosmos will become a cold, dark, and lifeless sea. Another theory is the Big Crunch, which suggests that expansion will eventually slow down and reverse, pulling everything back together. Galaxies, stars, and even atoms would collapse into a single, unimaginable point of density, similar to how the universe began in the Big Bang. Then there is the more terrifying idea of the Big Rip. In this version, the force of expansion accelerates so dramatically that not only galaxies, but solar systems, planets, and even the particles of matter themselves are torn apart. It is the ultimate unmaking of the cosmos, where even the building blocks of reality dissolve. Scientists also speculate about cyclic models, where the universe dies and is reborn endlessly, collapsing and exploding in eternal rhythms. Each of these theories shows us that the universe is not a static, permanent thing. It is alive with movement and change, carrying within itself the inevitability of transformation. What is striking about all these theories is that they point to the same truth. Nothing lasts forever, not even galaxies. The heavens we gaze at today are temporary, destined to evolve into something entirely different. Whether through fire, collapse, or silence, the universe's end reminds us that impermanence is the law of existence. And in this cosmic impermanence, we begin to see reflections of our own journey as human beings. While science describes the physical mechanisms by which the universe may end, spiritual traditions ask a deeper question. What lies beyond that ending? For many, the death of the universe is not a final silence, but a transition into another reality. The material cosmos, with all its stars and galaxies, is seen as a veil, a temporary stage where souls experience growth, learning, and testing. Just as the body is not the true self, but a vessel for the soul, the universe itself may be only a vessel for a larger reality beyond time and space. When this cosmic vessel ends, what it holds is not destroyed, but released. The end of the universe, then, becomes less of a catastrophe and more of a return to the source from which everything first emerged. Many traditions describe a moment when the physical world dissolves and all beings are gathered into a higher plane of existence where what is hidden becomes revealed. From this perspective, the universe's end is not about cold emptiness or cosmic collapse. It is about awakening. It is the unveiling of truth, the moment when all illusions of separation dissolve. Just as an individual's death may open the door to eternal life, the universe's death may open the door to a reality beyond universes themselves. The stars may vanish, but the light behind them never does. The physical stage may collapse, but the drama of existence continues in ways the mind cannot yet imagine. To look at the end spiritually is to see it not as destruction, but as transformation. A passage into a higher form of being where the eternal replaces the temporary. The idea that the universe itself will one day end is not meant only to fill us with fear. It is also meant to teach us how to live. If even stars and galaxies are temporary, then how much more fleeting are our own struggles, worries, and desires? The impermanence of the cosmos is a mirror that reflects the impermanence of our personal lives. We cling to wealth, power, and recognition as if they will last forever. Yet they are as fragile as stardust in the wind. The end of the universe reminds us that nothing external can ever give us true security. The only lasting truth lies in what cannot be destroyed, the soul, awareness, the eternal spark within us. To meditate on the universe's ending is to be humbled, but also awaken. It calls us to live more meaningfully, to value moments of kindness, love, and connection over the illusions of permanence. The universe teaches us that endings are never truly endings, but transformations. When a star dies, it creates the heavy elements that form planets, oceans, and even human bodies. In the same way, when something in our life ends, be it a relationship, a season, or even our own time here, it carries within it the seed of a new beginning. If we can learn from the universe, we realize that endings are not to be feared, but embraced. They are the hidden doors to something greater, the passageways through which life renews itself. The end of the universe, then, is not only a scientific mystery or a spiritual secret. It is a teacher, silently urging us to live fully now, while the stars are still shining. So, how will the universe end? The truth is, no one knows with certainty. Science gives us theories. The Big Freeze, the Big Crunch, the Big Rip, each describing a different possible destiny. Spiritual wisdom tells us that the end is not really an end at all, but a transformation, a return to the eternal source from which everything began. Perhaps the universe will collapse in fire, perhaps it will fade into silence, or perhaps it will be renewed in cycles beyond our imagination. But what matters more than the how is the reminder that the universe itself is not permanent. Everything we see, from the smallest grain of sand to the greatest galaxy, carries within it the seed of change. For us, this truth is not a cause for despair, but for awakening. If even the stars must one day die, then what should we hold on to? Not possessions, not titles, not temporary desires, but the eternal essence within us that cannot be touched by time. The universe's end is a cosmic mirror of our own mortality, reminding us that life here is short, yet infinitely meaningful. To live with this awareness is to live with humility, with depth, and with gratitude for each fleeting moment. And perhaps that is the ultimate secret. The question, how will the universe end, is less about distant galaxies and more about us. It asks whether we will spend our time in fear of endings or whether we will embrace them as doors to new beginnings. The universe may vanish one day, but the mystery of existence will remain. And in that mystery, the story never truly